Welcome back to Nemesis. We're playing it solo with the Scout. We're currently in a location with the Breeder. That is really bad news, but we are now starting another round, and we have a first phase, a player phase. Draw up to 5 action cards. Well, we have 1 suppressive fire, but keeping that for a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards. I have a hand of, we have rest card, a search card, reconnaissance, demolition, suppressive fire. Alright, I'm going to have to do a little bit of thinking as to what we want to do. We're in a room with the Breeder. Bad news. We did set the coordinates to Earth though, so that is a good thing. We'll be right back and we'll start taking our actions. Because yeah, that's what we do. We would move the first player token. We're only playing solo and performing actions. Alright, we'll be right back and see what our Scout is going to do with a Breeder up in her grill. I should also mention at this point, our current objective, we had to pick it, is special delivery, and it's finish the game in an escape pod or hibernation chamber, and have an intruder egg with you. Currently, I don't know where the nest is. Also, the first escape pod jettisoned through some catastrophic malfunction on the ship, and so we only have 1 escape pod left. We have to find escape pod room B, which is not going to be the simplest task. And we still don't know if the engines are operational or not. Alright, let's get to doing our actions. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use suppressive fire, because I do not want to be in a location with the Breeder. He's going to have way too many hit points. He's just going to beat me up very, very badly. So we don't have to play any cards for this one. We're going to discard 1 ammo. I have 4 ammo on my rifle, my energy weapon rifle. So we've discarded an ammo. You can move yourself and 1 other character. We're going to move ourselves to another room without targeting, without triggering an intruder attack. As normally what happens, you can move normally, but if you're in the room with an intruder, every intruder in that room gets to attack you. But because I played that card, I'm going to move down here. I don't trigger an attack. I slip away by using my suppression fire, and I get over here. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to roll for noise and everything here. Let's find out what we stumbled into. We stumbled into the generator. We can initiate or stop the self-destruct sequence for 2 cards. Yeah, but what do we have in here? We have 2. So we're going to have 1 searchable item in the room, and the room is not functioning. This thing is falling apart. So we're going to set the search counter here to the arrow to 1. And we have another malfunction token. That's our 3rd one. Like I said, if we ever get 9 on the board, the ship blows up because it's in such bad repair. Okay, so we can't even use the ability of the generator room. We can't even set the self-destruct. We probably don't want to at this point because we don't even know where the escape pod hatch is. Oh man, we have so many things we need to do. Alright, if you can see on the side here, we also have 2 light wounds. What I want to do with the 2 light wounds, oh gosh, is we're going to use our bandages that we got. So bandages, dress 1 serious wound or heal all light wounds. It's going to cost us a card. We discard this item. It's only a 1-time use. So we're going to discard our bandages. I have to decide which of my 4 cards to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of demolition. So we're going to discard demolition, and that then is going to allow us to heal all of our light wounds, because we don't want serious wounds. They give us debilitating things. We haven't seen that yet in the game, and let's hope we don't, but I'm sure we probably will eventually. More actions to go. Oh boy, we could try searching that room. We do have our search card. Or what else do we want to do? Oh my goodness. I actually want to craft something too. And I think crafting, I don't think crafting takes an action to do. I'm going to check that quickly in the rule book. Because what I want to do is I can actually make a taser by using a lightning bolt item and a screwdriver item. That allows me, if I discard both of those, to create a taser, but I don't see where it shows us having to spend cards to do it. I'll be right back with a ruling on that one. Alright, so it says pretty clearly right here, as a basic action, craft an item. It costs you 1 card, and we're going to make the taser. So I have to, once again, I have to decide which card to use. I think, oh my god, I think we're going to use reconnaissance. Yeah, we're going to use the reconnaissance card to craft. And if we look here on the little crafting table, if we get an energy item and a screwdriver item, we can make the taser. So we are going to discard our energy charge and our tools. That is going to allow us to build a taser. Why do I want a taser, you say? Well, let's have a look at the taser that we just crafted and find out why. So we can spend one card. We can choose one intruder in your room. It suffers one injury and it retreats. So we can basically scare it away. Or one chosen character in the room you're in must discard all the cards in their hand. So you can screw with other people, but we want the taser to be able to drive intruders away. So we do now have a taser. That is really awesome. I'm going to put it here so I try not to forget that I have it. I still have 2 cards left. I can search the room or I can rest. I think I will actually use my search card. You can search a room that's malfunctioning. You just cannot use the room's function. So I'm going to spend my search card in our room. So I'm going to readjust the camera. We're going to do a search action. Alright, so we are going to search in the generator room. That's going to take the generator room to 0 searchable items. It's a yellow room. We're going to grab 2 yellow items off the top of the deck, and we get to pick, and we get to keep one of them. So let's see if we can find something else extremely useful. We find a fire extinguisher. One use only. Discard a fire marker from the room you're in, or use on an intruder. In the room you're in, it retreats. Ooh, I like that. Or chemicals. One use, fully load ammo in a flamethrower. While we don't have the flamethrower, we're going to keep the fire extinguisher. It's also good for driving aliens, intruders away. Oh my goodness, I'm down to 1 card, the rest card. Do I want to use it? I think I'm going to hang on to it right now. And that's going to be basically ending off our first sort of player phase of the round. Now we have to move the time tracker because we're into the event phase, so let's get to that. Oh my goodness, things are ticking down. We're going from 10 down to 9. Once again, if we get into here, we can go into the hibernatorium. We know we're headed for Earth. We don't know if the ship's going to blow up if the engines are malfunctioning. If 2 or more engines are malfunctioning, the ship blows up when it jumps, which is here. Otherwise, we're going to be jumping to Earth. But we have to get back to the hibernatorium and get in there. So, all right, let's go take a look at the rest of the event phase. Intruders attack. Luckily, we do not have an intruder in our same space. There's no fire going on. Resolve the event card. So we're going to zoom out. We're going to resolve our first event card for this episode. And yes, event cards are always pretty bad, depending on what's going on in the ship at the time. This time we have, oh god damn it, we have, well, hang on, we have alien movement. So we have breeders and queens are going to move. The breeder's going to move, and it's going to move to corridor 1. Well, if you look here, the breeder is sitting here. Corridor 1 is going to take them to this location. So the breeder actually buggers off and goes over here, farther away from us. That's actually pretty good. We'll not have to worry about him immediately. It's good stuff. And so we're sitting on D, which goes to Earth. All right, let's take a look at the rest of this card. Regeneration. Each intruder on the board heals 2 injuries. Well, we didn't injure it at all, so it's not going to heal, but it would if it had the injuries. We don't have to worry about it. That is pretty awesome stuff, I think. Breeder moved away from us. I guess it didn't quite see where we took off from the pilot room. Okay, we're going to have one more round for this episode. Oh man, this is getting tense. We're going to draw up to 5 cards. Well, let's go back to the player area and we will draw up our cards. Alright, over to the player area. We only have 1 card in our hand. We only have 1 card in our deck. So we need to shuffle all of these cards and draw 3 more to make a hand of 5. And if we get our contamination card in our hand, we can't use it for actions. So that gets to be a little bit problematic. A little bit. We'll see. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 more cards. This is our draw deck. Let's see what we've got in our hand. We got our contamination cards. We can't use it to perform actions. It does count if we get a surprise attack against us as a card in our hand, but we can't use it to do actions. We have a search action, adrenaline, basic repair. Oh, we can repair the room, the generator room. I don't know if we need to, and the rest. Okay, once again, I'm going to have to take a little bit of thinking to see what I want to do. And we'll come right back and start taking our actions for our scout. And of course, ultimately, we want to find the nest so we can get an egg and take it back to Earth, because that's our objective. If we don't do that, we're going to lose. We're still slimed as well, which, oh damn, you know what? When I moved here, I didn't roll for noise. Let me just correct that right now. A 2. So okay, the ducts, the duct work is going to actually get a noise token. I forgot about that running away from the alien. So I'm just going to adjust the camera. Up at the top of the board, this little red space here represents all the duct work in the ship. And so what happened there, when we ran away to this room, is we made noise, or no, we heard noise coming from the ducts. And I apologize for the camera moving around. It's probably annoying. All right, so I forgot to do the noise roll, but did it now. Everything is good. We haven't screwed anything up. All right, so we've got our cards, and I've got to think about what I want to do. So I think, you know what, I think we're just going to take the rest action. Costs 0 cards, so we're just going to play it. We're going to scan all our contamination cards in your hand and remove all uninfected cards. If any of the cards are infected, follow the infection procedure. This is risky, but I kind of want to get rid of this card out of my deck. If it's infected, we're going to have some issues. We'll have to follow the infection procedure. So we have this handy-dandy little scanner device. You actually put the card in it, and then you look to see if any of the words you can read say infected. And I don't know how well this is showing up on camera because it's red and I can't really see it. But when I'm looking at this, I do not see infected anywhere. So that is awesome. We're not infected. We're going to remove this card. And I believe we remove it from the game. We don't just discard it. It's removed. We're not infected. So by resting, we actually, guess what I call it? We healed. We healed ourselves. We still have 3 cards remaining. And what do we want to do? We probably want to continue moving. I'm going to keep the search card. This is getting so dangerous. We're going to keep the search card. I'm going to discard adrenaline and basic repairs to do a careful movement. We're going to carefully move to this location. Do I need to carefully move there or not? Yeah, I think I'm going to carefully move here, which means I get to place the noise token where I want. I'm going to place it here in 1, the way we came. So we still have a couple of corridors here. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to readjust the camera. We're going to take a look at what we just moved into. Oh dear. All right, movement. What did we find? Which room did we find? We found the command center. We can open and close doors in the command center by paying 2 cards. There's a computer in the room that has some effect for gameplay, but hasn't so far. What is our token? All right, we get nothing happens. However, here's the worst part of this token. So we're going to get 1 searchable item because you divide it by 2 for solo play. So we're going to set it to 1. I thought this was a good token, but because we're slimed, the X symbol acts as the claw symbol. What that means is every single corridor attached to this room that does not have a noise token gets 1. So it's going to be every corridor around the room. Oh, god damn it. So we move carefully. Because we were slimed, I guess the intruders can smell us. Not good. All right, we're going to pass now. Basically, or I could do a search item. We're going to get attacked by an... no, I'm not going to. I'm going to pass. Because, anyway, we'll see what happens. All right. Oh, this is so bad. If we pull an adult out of the bag... Anyway, did I not do bag development at the end of the last... Oh my god, I didn't do the bag development at the end of the last thing. Oh shoot! I'm screwing it up. Alright, we're going to do the bag development right now. And we pull out a larva. This is for the end of the last turn because I screwed it up. I screwed it up! But I don't think it's going to affect us too horribly. So let me just double check that. Sorry about that. Getting too excited. So larva. What does it say about the larva? It says remove this token from the intruder bag and add 1 adult intruder token into the intruder bag. So very luckily for us, it had absolutely no effect. So we're going to remove the larva token from the bag and we're going to put in another alien. All right. So that is that. Okay. Oh goodness. All right. So we're passing for our second turn. now that I've gotten things back in order. So we've done all of our actions. Sorry about doing things out of order. All right, so now we're going to move the time tracker. Let's go over to the time tracker. It's going to move again. And I don't know why I start playing more quickly when I get near the end of the games. I guess the excitement. I don't know. So we're going from 9 down to 8. Now we've just passed the blue spot. We can now use the hibernatorium. Like I said, we don't have an egg yet. It's part of our mission, and we don't even know if the engines are operational. So we've got a long way to go. All right, continuing on. Next thing we do, of course, is we resolve the event. Well, intruders would attack. We don't have any intruders with us. Fire damage we don't have. We're going to resolve an encounter card, so let's do that. So let's resolve an event card, not an encounter, an event card, and let's try and remember to do the bag development at the end of the turn. I forgot last time. All right, we have a coolant leak. Oh, for God's sake. We have an adult breeder. So adults, breeders, and queens are going to move to corridor 1. So we got our breeder here. He's basically going corridor 1. He's just going to move back to the cockpit, which is just slightly off the screen. So he just went back to where he came from. So he's hunting us down, but we're sort of getting away from him. This is not good. If there's a malfunction marker in the generator room, there is... What? Oh, for... What? Okay, coolant leak. If there's a malfunction marker in the generator room, it's right here. There is... Start the self-destruct countdown. Remove this event from the game. Reshuffle the event decks. Holy Christ. So, because of a coolant leak, the ship has gone into auto self-destruct. Holy crap. Okay, let's get down to the self-destruct area. And let's not forget, we do need to do the bag development yet. Wow. And we have to shuffle. All right, let's do this right now. We're going to shuffle the event deck again. Well, that was not a really good event, was it? The generator, because it's malfunctioning, the ship has decided to go into self-destruct. Oh my good lord. All right, okay, let's go down to the self-destruct counter and we'll set that up. From bad to worse. All right, we need a token out of the bag for self-destruct, so I should have done that ahead of time, and I didn't, so I'm doing it right now. Oh man, all right, well, it starts at 6. So we can shut the self-destruct off, but once it passes this little orange symbol, you cannot stop the self-destruct sequence. So how do you stop the self-destruct sequence? We'd have to go back to the generator room, repair it, and then stop the self-destruct. Oh man, that is problematic. But we're not finished with the round yet because we have to do the bag development. So let's do that now. Things are going from worse to even worse. All right, bag development. Oh man, let's see what we get. What do we get? Well, we get a larva. We pull a larva out of the bag. What do we do with the larva when we pull it out of the bag? Well, we got one of these nice little face hugger, little grotesque larva tokens. Now it's going to be here in the same space with us. Now let's hope we kept one card. If this number is higher than 1, the face hugger is going to actually attach itself to us. We're going to get a contamination card, and we're going to be infected. We're going to have a leech on us. It's a 1. Oh my god. So we kept one card. If I had searched in that room, I would have screwed it up. So we kept one card. So we have, oh my gosh, we have basically a face hugger now, a larva in the room with us, but it doesn't attack us. Because didn't surprise attack us because we still had one card left. Oh my god, that is good for us. And that, wow, that's going to end off our episode for today. So the ship is falling apart. We got a breeder over here in the cockpit. We have set the ship to Earth, so that's all good to go. We have a malfunctioning generator room, which has started the countdown of doom to self-destruct the ship. In 6 turns. We now have one of these larva face huggers running around this room trying to attach itself to us, and we have noise in every freaking corridor around the command center. So yeah, we're in great shape. So thanks very much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Nemesis, and we're playing it solo. And let's not forget, we do have a taser. So if we want to, we can zap this guy and get him the heck out of our face. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode. But not so fast, because that was an error. We do not get the face hugger. This was for bag development. And what we do for bag development, we've already seen it this episode, is you get rid of the larva token and you take another adult and put it into the bag. So our bag is getting fully loaded with adults. Alright, sorry for that error at the very end, but I've just corrected here at the end of the episode. Wow, we're in trouble. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.